Biologists find 50,000-year-old super life in Mexico Cave, Boston, in a Mexican cave system so beautiful and hot that it is called both a fairyland and hell. Scientists have discovered life trapped in crystals that could be 50,000 years old. The bizarre and ancient microbes were found dormant in caves in Attica, Mexico, and were able to exist by living on minerals such as iron and manganese, said Penelope Boston, head of NASA's Astrobiology Institute. "It's super life," said Boston, who presented the discovery Friday at the American Association for the Advancement of Science conference in Boston. If confirmed, the find is yet another example of how microbes can survive in extremely punishing conditions on Earth. Though it was presented at a science conference and was the result of 9 years of work, the findings have yet to be published in a scientific journal and haven't been peer-reviewed. Boston planned more genetic tests for the microbes she revived both in the lab and on-site. 40 strains of microbes, viruses. The life forms, 40 different strains of microbes and some viruses, are so weird that their nearest relatives are 10% different genetically. That makes their closest relative about as far away as humans are from mushrooms, Boston said. The Attica Caves, an abandoned lead and zinc mine, are half a mile 800 meters deep. Before drilling occurred by mine company, the mines had been completely cut off from the outside world. Some were as vast as cathedrals, with crystals lining the iron walls. They were also so hot that scientists had to don cheap versions of spacesuits to prevent contamination with outside life, and wore ice packs all over their bodies. Boston said the team could only work about 20 minutes at a time before ducking to a cool room that was about 100 degrees 38 Celsius. No surprise in extreme life. NASA wouldn't allow Boston to share her work for outside review before Friday's announcement, so scientists couldn't say much. But University of South Florida biologist Noreen Noonan, who wasn't part of the study but was on a panel where Boston presented her work, said it made sense. "Why are we surprised?" Noonan said. "As a biologist, I would say life on Earth is extremely tough and extremely versatile. This isn't the oldest extreme life." Several years ago, a different group of scientists published studies about microbes that may be 500,000 years old and still alive. Those were trapped in ice and salt, which isn't quite the same as rock or crystal, Boston said. The age of the Attica microbes was determined by outside experts who looked at where the microbes were located in the crystals and how fast those crystals grow. It's not the only weird life Boston is examining. She is also studying microbes commonly found in caves in the United States, Ukraine and elsewhere that eat copper sulfate and seem to be close to indestructible. "It's simply another illustration of just how completely tough Earth life is," Boston said.